New at 11, the sport of football is in the hot seat right now. During Monday Night Football, Bills player Damar Hamlin suffered from cardiac arrest in the middle of the game. And while this was a rare and what could be considered a freak accident, this has led to the ongoing conversation. How can we make America's sport safer? I sought to find out if it's possible to prevent severe injuries we see so often in football and what high schools in the state of Indiana are doing to protect their players. Breaking an ankle, spraining a wrist, or tearing your ACL are all common injuries we see in sports across the board. The risk of getting injured comes with being an athlete. But in the sport of football, injuries we can't see are far more common than in other sports. I spoke with sports surgeon Dr. Jeffrey Harksel with Orthopedic Northeast in Indianapolis about preventing neurological injuries in football. His answer: go back to the basics.
Really boils down to tackling form and not lowering your head and not leading with your head.
While proper tackle form is key to seeing fewer head injuries, Harksel says the issue is that a proper form tackle isn't what leads to this. It's those hard and often dangerous hits that gets the player and the crowd fired up. However, while big hits are consequential, according to Harksel, they aren't the biggest issue.
There are a lot of individuals, a lot of experts that will say these head injuries, the long term effects are really a result of multiple small injuries, multiple small collisions that add up over time.
One of the biggest factors making it difficult to understand neurological injuries in football, it isn't measurable. Diagnoses are based only off of symptoms.
We're not able to measure that from a neurologic or a cognitive standpoint. We've tried and haven't been very good. It's not very consistent scoring. So there have been multiple scoring diagnostic tests that have come out that have tried to measure things like that, and they're extremely inconsistent.
Hartzell says right now it's not about prevention, it's about minimization and proper form, something Harrison High School Athletic Director Jerry Galema praises their football coaches for doing.
They stress proper technique more than I would even imagine them doing. In our program, we only have contact maybe one day a week. Try to prevent some of those repetition injuries.
The good news for Indiana footballers, the state requires football coaches by law to take a course about football safety, including concussion education. But a lot of schools across the state also implement additional education, like USA Football and the Heads Up program.
We have all of our coaches certified through USA Football. The additional certifications that we require of our coaches here at Harrison really stresses proper technique to eliminate and prevent some of the injuries.
Both Galema and Hartzell say while there's no concrete solution to preventing these unseen injuries for now, football safety has made monumental progress in slowing the severity and quantity of these injuries. The sport of football can be safer if proper measures are taken.